So we got the front area, place for put your shoes and slippers. And the front door we never opened. The front door is kept locked. Since that day, I don't leave the house unless I have to for work. Alright, continuing. Ooh. We have the bathroom. I can see my face reflected in the mirror above the wash basin. Maybe I've lost a little weight again. Miku takes care of washing the clothes too. It's a real help. I've never been good at housework. She's been complaining these past few days that she can't hang the clothes up to dry because of the rain. You really are that lazy, Ray. There's no one in the bath. Why would you specifically point that out? Why not just say, this is the bath, or this is where we bathe? But you just had to point out there was nobody in there. Even when I'm busy, I like to soak in the tub every day. Recently, though, I've just been taking showers. Thanks for letting us know that there's going to be an obligatory shower scene in the future. Still, why did you point out that there's nobody in there right now? You're weird. Okay. Ooh, living room. A clothes chest that Miku brought with her from home. Inside are Miku's kimonos and the funeral mourning that I've just worn once. Ooh, what's over here? Open. As well as cushions and bedding, the closet is full of used old books. Stay where we left them when we first moved in. I've never looked inside them. I guess they must be something to do with his work. Maybe we should come back here whenever we get new information. Use alter. No. What's in the store? Ooh, closet. We use the space for storing the cleaning things and other tools. Some of these cardboard boxes haven't been touched since we moved in. Still lazy as ever. Let's go find this dark room. What's aha? Yes, huh? Dark room? Good. In this cardboard box are plastic bottles containing developer and fixer fluids for developing photographs. In the plastic barrel is the kerosene we use in winter. So if we wanted, we could burn the house down. Ooh, establishing shot of where I need to go. This was supposed to be a storeroom, really, but they put in a sink so I could develop my pictures here. Who's they? On the shelf I keep the negatives of my work photos. Useful. Ooh. An old roll of film. From inside the camera obscura. There's definitely something on the film. I wonder if I can develop it. Let's try. Why would I want to confirm that? Of course I want to do it. It's the only way to progress. An image has appeared of a crying woman, just as I thought. I must have taken this during that dream, and it magically appeared in the real world. I would be more freaked out than she is right now. The camera obscura, the abandoned house, the picture I took in my dream. Maybe if I investigate this woman, I can find something out. Maybe. That particular camera angle just creeps me out. A lot of the camera angles creep me out. Kitty! Oh, so cute. Let's keep going. Can't go on with the cat. Hello. Miku, about the woman in this picture. I was wondering if I could get you to try and find out as much about her as you can. Anything is fine. Yes, well, this is a very old picture, so I found it in the newsroom. It's okay if you can't find anything out. There was just something about her.
Understood. I'll let you know if I find anything.
So occasionally we can come to Miku and show her something and she'll investigate it. And suddenly I'm wondering why that house they were in the beginning of the game when they were doing work and she saw you for the first time. Why didn't she ever get Miku to investigate that house? Since that's kind of where all this started. That would make sense. Yeah, well. So To start the next night in the next section of Ghost House, which is the interesting part, all I have to do is check the bed and go to sleep. And we now have a save point in this place, which I'm gonna use. So, I'm gonna start reading everything from the notebook. If you want to skip it, I'm gonna list here where you need to go to skip it. So, whether it says part or time, go there and enjoy the ghosts. For everyone who wants to hear some story, well, here we go. Incidents! The bruise appears. I should probably sound less excited about something that horrible. I felt a sharp pain in my shoulders when I woke up. For a moment, I thought I could see some kind of bruise on my skin, but when I looked again, there was nothing there. Was it just a dream? That was from this morning. From Miku ran in. According to the notebook left on his desk, Yu was doing some research for Kai Amakura. His notes are full of accounts of old urban legends and newspaper clippings about disappearances and people who were spirited away. My voice is seriously going. I'm having tea after this. Tea. Locations. The abandoned house. I wasn't motivated enough to find out much about the place before I went. About all I knew was that it was supposed to be haunted. What was behind the strange daydream vision I had in that house in the snow? Was I just worn out, still scarred by the accident? Or the rumors true? Was he really there? Seriously, investigate that house. Jeez. Manner of sleep. The ruined house I wandered in my dream, the night I got back after my vision on that assignment. Something about it reminded me of the haunted house where I saw you, and I should totally investigate, but I'm not going to. It seemed too real to be a dream. Daydreams, visions, maybe I'm just tired. People. Yu Asu. My fiancé. He was an editor who worked on books of folklore, philosophy, and anthropology. Also, I'm pointing out the last name and the dude that made the cameras. They look mighty familiar. One can almost say identical. We met as students. He was the opposite of me in every way. Quiet and kind, like gently falling rain. Like a soft shower that washes everything clean. I'm getting really corny, apparently. He passed away 2 months ago in an accident caused by my careless driving. You know, for a character that was connected to the dude that made the cameras, I don't know, I just think he should have been a bigger part of the story than motivation for the main character of this one. That's just me. Miku Hinasaki. Miku Hinasaki, younger sister of Yu's best friend. She lives with me now and works as my assistant. I haven't met her brother. Yu told me she had lost a relative in an accident. She helps me out in all kinds of ways, not just with work. She's cheerful and hardworking. If not for her, I don't know how I would have made it through after Yu passed away. Yu, Miku's brother, and Kai were all friends. And I'm assuming that's how Ray and Miku met. Just through their mutual guy people. Kai Amakura. I've never met him personally, but he was a friend of Yu. He used to write from time to time. Yu seems to have known lots of people, both professionally and privately. According to the letter, he and Yu were doing research into urban legends. Maybe the camera obscure was somehow connected with that. I should tell him about the incident. All three of the guys that I pointed out were all into urban legends. That was part of the motivation for what happened in the first one. The woman who appeared in my dream of the manor, her whole body covered in a blue tattoo. Oh, the tattooed woman. I keep forgetting to read that loud sometimes. She came closer, and I ran away before I knew what was happening. All I remember is an intense fear. I can still feel her cold, stabbing fingers in the back of my shoulder where she touched me. It's hard to believe it was only a dream. By now, you've got to realize it wasn't just a dream. I mean, cripes, a picture you took in a dream appeared in the real world. Mother and daughter. Why is there a keychain for the mother and daughter? Seems like a place. The mother and child who appeared in my dream in old-fashioned kimonos. They were looking for someone, calling out in sad voices to him. Who could they be? Woman in the photo. The woman whose image appeared on the film from inside the camera obscura. No doubt about it, it was the same woman I saw inside the manor in my dream. Just like with you that time. Kunihiko Asu, a scholar of the occult who lived in the second half of the 19th century. He used the new technology of the West to make various machines designed to prove the existence of the other world. The camera obscura was one of his inventions. According to the book, it could photograph supernatural objects existing on an alternate plane. Was he somehow connected to the manor? How are they existing on an alternate plane? I mean, they can affect and move around and pretty much exist on this plane of existence, don't they? You don't actually need the camera to have them harassing you and showing up and going ooga ooga booga. Like other people who have no connection or have ever seen or used or touched one of the cameras interact with ghosts. In the first one, only people who have the camera and look through it can see the ghosts before they kill them. But, I don't know. I could have sworn there's people who've seen and messed with ghosts who don't have the camera. An old camera called the camera obscura. Like Ray, she didn't have the camera obscura when this all started. It was designed by a man with the same surname as Yu Asu, to photograph images of spirits and ghosts. But what was the camera doing inside the manor? Just laying around, hanging out. And I don't have to talk anymore. Yay! I'm going to save. And that'll be it for this section. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the other side, and we'll be fighting more ghosts, exploring the house. Wow, that took an hour. And generally enjoying ourselves, and hopefully less reading. See you guys!